and you get a 15% discount. Pre-shave cream is absolutely amazing because it basically lifts not only does it lift your hair to make it much easier for either a trimmer or a razor to go over and to do the job that it needs to do. It also moisturizes the skin, and it basically acts as like what it says, a pre-shaving cream. So it helps with the moisturize. It helps moisturize the skin. It helps raise the hair so there's less friction, less trauma, and just in general, it just helps for less irritation instead of just going in there right away. So this is going to be like a moisturizer, frictionless type experience. Then we have a bunch of things that you can do afterwards to help with the your aftercare. So there's a mist if you just want mists. This one is from Harry's. This is basically just a revitalization mist. It helps your skin go back to normal. It helps kind of uh, tone down any potential inflammation or redness or ingrown hairs. It's kind of like just a, how do I explain it? It has like a lot of botanical extracts in it, so it's like a healthy face spray, but more so suited for grooming, if that makes sense. If you don't like the spray, guys, you can use the balm. This balm is essentially the same thing as a spray, but in like a cream form, and it's like a conditioner moisturizer type thing. Just gets in there, makes the skin get back. It's kind of like a skincare regimen, but for hair. You know, hair care, skin care, they all fall into the same care category. It all needs care because it's all living things. Um, so yeah, and then obviously you need the most important part is a trimmer, right? Can't trim your beard or your facial hair if you don't have a trimmer. I'm not necessarily going to be trimming the whole thing because I've already done it, so there won't be much of like a you won't see much of like a difference. But I can do a few things for you. Let me just get this all prepared and everything. Okay, so first things first. Towel catches the hair. I changed my shirt because the white shirt's just going to catch all the hair, and we're not going to want to do that. So it's good to have a at least like some type of catching system, unless you don't care and it can just go right down the sink. I just have a towel, normal towel, pretty easy, pretty simple. So the first thing that you can do when it comes to a beard, right? So my beard, and what I like to do is I mean, this is just something that I've done since I've been grooming my beard. I don't know if it has a name for it. I just call it a faded beard. I know a lot of people when they go to like a barber or something like that, they get it faded from like the sideburn to like, they get it faded like this, right? Imagine this. They get it faded from like a one, so like a really really shallow, no no guard at all. They go like this, so it's gonna fade out this way, from shorter here, a little bit longer, a little bit longer, a little bit longer, a little bit longer, longer to where it is now, right? That's typically the way it's done in like a traditional sense, because you want like a full beard down here. However, for me, I like to fade it like this. So same way, short to longer, but I go from over here. So I'll go short, longer, 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 longer to here. So it's going to have a more of a tapered look, as you can kind of see it right here. It's shorter to longer rather than shorter. I don't know. I just go in a different direction, if that makes sense. So I start out with basically this, and I go in from here, kind of fade it in, and I just bring it all the way up through here. Boom, boom, boom. Then I'll just get another guard. The shortest guard after that is a 3 guard. Pop that on there like this. Boom. Keep everything, and I go right next to it. Same way. Boom, boom. Switch it to the 6 right next to it. Doom, doom, doom. So I just kind of repeat that step all the way until I get to the chin. And when I get to the chin, I use the longest I can possibly use. And on this, it is 15 millimeters. So I will go in and I will get, I'll keep this really long, because what I like to do is, a lot of people don't use their facial hair to their advantage, because facial hair is a great way to accentuate and kind of really show off facial features that you might not be showing off otherwise. So for me, I want to accentuate a jawline, and I want to elongate. For me personally, I like to the illusion of elongating my face. I don't want it to be, because if you have it too bushy, too bulky, it's gonna kind of scrunch your face up. It's gonna, if it's bulky here, there's not much like definition. You don't see much. But if it's nice and clean cut, and this is longer and this is shorter, you're gonna get the illusion, kind of like right now, of like a sharper face. So it kind of elongates the face, makes things a little bit more defined, and just kind of makes things look sharper. That's what I personally like. Everybody can do something different. Like I said, you can make it, if you have a longer face already, like your face is just long, then you can make a bushier beard, keep these longer on the side, your cheeks, and that'll kind of bring your face more proportional and not so elongated. You know what I mean? You don't want to do if you have like a longer jaw, or like just like a longer face in general, you don't want to make it look even longer than it already is by doing a beard style that will make your face look longer. That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like with glasses. It's kind of like with hairstyles. There's proportions that you can play with that will make everything look like, Picasso's art, stuff like that. Yeah, he is. Sorry. And then let's see. Okay, yeah, so that's what I do. And then you can go in with a grooming kit, scissors, or you can use this as well. And you can go in and like trim up your beard, right? So like the best thing to do or your mustache. The best thing to do when trimming your mustache is to make sure everything is brushed down so you can see what you're doing. And then you go in and you this is going to be actually pretty difficult. You just go in and you kind of clean up the edges right along the lip. And then let's go. Boom, boom. Let's get some more right along the lip. And then you brush it out again. There you go. See how it just kind of follows the lip line? Nice and simple, nice and easy. Hello, Silvana. Nice to see you on here. We're just doing a beard, or not a beard, we're doing a grooming routine, really. Trying to get people grooming right. So, let's see here. Let's see, do I have any grooming shears in here? No, I don't. You can get them anywhere, really. So before you go in, like I said, the first thing you want to use is the pre-beard cream, whatever you want to call it, the pre-shave cream. This is going to go in and just kind of like moisturize your skin, moisturize your beard, make things nice and easy. I guess I could use some for you guys, but the one thing that I do want to do is I will line this up for you down here. So after you've faded the beard or done any type of beard style that you like, after you've cleaned up the mustache, after you've done everything that you want to do to your beard style, the next thing, one of the most important things, is the neckline right here. This is where people can lose a lot of their style. This is where they can lose a lot of their face shape. I think a lot of people, when they do it, they'll go right at the jaw. If you can tell, this is where the jaw is, nice and hard. That's your bone. They'll trim it right here, which is a no-no. It's not good, because anytime you do anything, anytime you look up, anytime you look to the side, you're going to be getting, it's going to move like this. It's going to move up. It's going to move out of its place, and you're going to just have, it's just going to look weird. It's going to be a weird chin strap situation. You don't want it. And what you want to do is you want to put wherever your finger hits the bottom of your, neck, where the neck meets the chin throat area, that is where your neckline is. That is where you want to base your trimming on, because that is going to give you the most defined jaw structure that you can get with your facial hair. So like if you were to have, nothing here, clean shaven face, that is where you would see your, your jawline. So that is what you do there. And I'll do it for you guys so you can see it now, right? So you can see it. It's kind of starting to grow down my neck. It's not the most, there's no definition. There's nothing there. So when I do it, it's real quick. When I do it, boom. It's that simple. And I already have now you can tell. Can you tell the difference? I already have a much more defined jaw structure now that just a little 15 seconds of trimming on the neckline. You can even see it right here. Nice and clean. It makes everything look so much. I could do a little more. Hold on. Just makes everything look so much more defined. Gives your face a lot more definition and a lot more structure. So after that, you can go in, if you really want to clean it up, you can go in with something like this. A little bit of your Proraso Shave Gel. Just get that on there. Get it nice and in there. Get it a little wet. Get it a little lathered. And then just hit it with a razor. Really simple. Nothing crazy. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just take it nice and slow. You don't want to cut yourself. Especially on your neck. It's a very sensitive part of your body. But also your neck is where you get a lot of, that irritation too. So having a good having a good razor and also having a very good shave cream. I mean, these things are, this has been around since, I believe, like 1905 or something like that. It's been around forever, and they're Italian, and it's like a, you know, when you think of Italian barbershops, you think of, you know, old school Italian, just quality, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Let me go in there and just get it off. Get off the excess. And look, now we have a very clean shaven neckline. No issues, no nothing. Go in with the shave balm, or you know what? I'm going to hit it with the mist, because I think the mist is so much more, it's just easier, more convenient. You don't have to worry about like rubbing stuff in or doing anything crazy like that. It's just a nice and easy application method that you can't go wrong with. You just take it like this. Give her a nice mist. Give her a nice, you can do whatever you want to. Put it on your beard. Give it a little moisturizer. And then, where's the cap at? Boom. Just kind of let it soak in, let it sit, and you're good to go. And that is your routine. Once you're done with that, you can go on with your day. You can do your skincare routine afterwards. Skincare routine would be good. I would recommend that as well, because then you can clean the skin around the area that you just shaved on. So you'll be cleaning the pores, get rid of any dirt or grime that you might have got stuck in there while you were trimming or shaving. And then you can clean it and moisturize it with a moisturizer. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a pretty simple thing to do once you get the hang of it. Once you start figuring out the right things that you want to do for your beard, it's a pretty self-explanatory process. If there's any questions, feel free to ask. My little cat Iro is just chilling. He's dead asleep. I gave him a little collar. Oh, sorry, go back to sleep. But yeah, essentially, if there's any questions, I'm here to help and answer them in any best of my capabilities. But if there is no questions, like I said in the beginning, this is the last live stream, unless you guys want me to keep what do you think about aftershave. That's what I don't typically use aftershave. Let me show you. I use either what I just did